Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Sorry about yesterday. They were trimming the trees on our block, and to the city of Portland, that's like an all-day job. So they were just going around, and everyone who has trees that are overhanging, they're just making a ton of noise. It's freaking out the dogs. They're barking every 5 seconds. Then you hear the truck constantly backing up, going deet, deet, deet. Oh my God. Okay. So nothing against the city workers. We appreciate everything you do. But we just couldn't find a time where it was quiet enough. It just was so crazy.
There were too many bells ringing.
It was so nuts. It was so nuts. Okay. So we're back. Yesterday, we were going to talk about the comments. And I had said on X yesterday, the real star of With Love Meghan is the comment section.
Oh, it's so great.
It's so true. But before we get to that, I want to bring up something that I saw in the New York Times. Now, this is a big deal. I don't care who you are, but to the Sussex squad, this should be a big deal because, you know, they probably like lean more to the New York Times than they do to other, you know, newspapers, maybe. I don't know. I doubt they read. I was really surprised that the New York Times had picked up this story because lately the Sussex squad has been saying how we were wrong, that Netflix did want them back, and this is like a good thing. And it's like, You're right, guys. I don't know anything.
Getting demoted is always a good thing.
Yeah, they have to work 10 times harder now. They have to like write their own scripts.
For
they
no
have
money.
to then pitch it. Do you guys have any idea what it takes to pitch something to a network? It's not easy. And this is for people who have been in the business since they were in their 20s. It's still not an easy gig. Can you imagine Harry and Meghan, who have absolutely no training in doing this sort of work, trying to pitch something to Netflix? It's such a demotion. But I really want to thank the New York Times for reiterating everything else we have been trying to say, because the Sussex squad has been saying, oh, this is only from the Daily Mail or the British press or, you know, tabloids, you know, New York Post, you know, they're so stupid.
That sounds like Harry.
Yeah, I know. They say Netflix loosens its ties to Harry and Meghan. The streaming giant signed a new deal with the production company Archwell. So they're saying we're going to give Archwell Productions the first look deal. They never once mention As Ever. Now, you would think if they were going in to business with Meghan, they would be promoting the crap out of As Ever. I have never seen them on their little newsletter, TWiN or whatever it is. I've never seen them promote As Ever.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I've seen them promote With Love Meghan, not a lot, but I haven't seen them do the As Ever thing. So I don't know what the hell Meghan's talking about, or the Sussex squad. Netflix is keeping its ties to Harry and Meghan, but those ties are getting looser. The production company for Harry and Meghan has signed a new deal with Netflix. The two companies announced Monday morning, but it's worth less for the royals than their last arrangements. All it is them saying, come to us first. We get the right of first refusal. They're not going to pay them anymore. You don't understand. Before it was like, okay, well, you want to do this? Okay, well, we're going to give you the money to do this. We're going to also give you a salary. We're going to give your staff this. I mean, it was a big deal, $100 million deal with Netflix. I doubt they saw $100 million, but it was a big deal at the time. Under a deal signed in 2020, and then they talk about what it was, Archwell had intended, Stephanie, is the word of the day, to make inspirational family programming in documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows, and children's television under its earlier deal. Do you know how many people would love that? To have all the time in the world to be able to just come up with scripts.
Yes.
Just sit around all day in your office, come up with ideas, and know that you're going to get a paycheck at the end of the day. You're not going to have to pitch it.
Yeah.
Just come up with content. That's all Netflix wanted.
So
come up
easy.
with content. But it hasn't made any children's television, feature films, or scripted shows. That just goes to show you their laziness.
I remember during Polo, they had someone come out into the paper and go, "Oh, well, Harry is just so great in the editing bay."
Yeah,
he just comes up with all these ideas. That was a person you paid to say that. That's not true.
But if you did see Polo, maybe he did have some sort of voice in that room. Who knows? It was really bad. I doubt anyone watched it. 3 other documentary projects followed: Heart of Invictus, flop; Live to Lead, flop; and Polo, flop, though they did not generate the same large audience as obviously the documentary that they did, the 6-part documentary. Like I said, everybody watched that. We wanted to see how they were going to tarnish their family's name. We wanted to see it. We needed to take notes. Duh. There have also been tensions between Netflix and Archewell through the years. According to 3 people with knowledge of the relationship, New York Times would never print that. New York Times has been getting into so much trouble.
Yes.
Since Jake Tapper's book came out. They are done lying. They have been so careful with their words lately.
They're done with lawsuits.
I am telling you, you guys, New York Times, especially after the Blake Lively thing and the text messages, they are terrified. The streaming giant found out about the release date of Harry's memoir, Spare, just a few months before the documentary series about the couple was set to debut. Said the people, I can't believe they didn't tell Netflix that they did that Spare book. That's crazy. Who would speak only on the condition of anonymity. The Netflix series was released in 2 batches. Yeah, we all remember. Spare was released on January 10th. That upset some Netflix executives because the book covered some of the same ground as the series, undercutting the exclusive nature of the show. Well, I can only imagine that would upset people. You think you have the first scoop on something, and then all of a sudden it's written down in a pretty little book with Harry's picture on it?
Why would they be mad?
I mean, that's crazy talk. At the same time, few projects beyond those focused on the couple had been put into production. Pearl, an animated family series. Hi, who are you? I'm Meghan Markle. If you haven't seen that bit by Tim Dillon, it is definitely worth it.
This is so amazing. I can't believe it. You're so brave and strong. Yes, I am, child. But I'm not nearly as brave and strong as Meghan Markle. Who's that? She was an actress on Suits. It's a TV show.
So they scrapped that because they, I think, in our opinion, saw that Meghan was plagiarizing someone in the UK. In 2023, Archewell hired a writer to produce a script based on the novel Meet Me at the Lake, whatever that is. There's no director or producer. Now, do you guys know what the role of a producer is? The producer produces everything. They put up the money.
It's the money.
They produce it. They produce the product. It's pretty much in the name.
It's like birthing a baby.
It's like if Harry and Meghan in 5 years have not learned how to properly produce shows, content, then they're screwed. On Monday, the companies also announced a new documentary short. Now, Masaka Kids, I looked this up. This is like gone viral. It's a bunch of kids in Uganda and they're like dancing and they have their own band and stuff. And it's really cute. The problem that I see with this, and this is my only problem, is people have been addicted to the little shorts on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Your audience is going to have to be a different demographic if you're going to put it on Netflix and run it for an hour and a half. I'm just saying it's harder.
So they found like the new thing and they want to make it
I don't think they had anything to do with it. I think maybe Meghan was on TikTok one night and she probably saw it. No, I'm sure that's what happened. And then went to someone at Netflix and they were like, oh, this is a good idea.
That was the Polo picture of her watching the children.
So I got to give it to New York Times. I got to give it to them. Good for them for even putting that out there, because right now Sussex Squad is losing their mind and coming after people for even giving it a hint of a downgrade. They just can't believe it. No, this is the way the industry works now. You guys don't know anything. Okay, I don't know anything. You're right. I know nothing. You know who's smarter than everybody? You know who's the smartest woman alive? Meredith. Meredith knows.
Money making Meredith?
Meredith knows more than I do. She knows more than I do and my boyfriend. Oh, she knows way more than me and my boyfriend. Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know, Stephanie. So she's going to tell us all the stuff that she knows, okay?
In Meghan's initial deals, yeah, they had something to do with the fact that they just left working royal life, and that is a story that people wanted to hear. But 5 years in, that's not the main reason that they have these deals anymore, or they've been able to renegotiate or create new deals. It's been very clear since Fair that there is a pivot now. For all the clamoring, Meghan doesn't mention that family's name. Her brand's what she's doing is not about the royal family. Like it or not, there are plenty of people who connect with her, like her products, and when she makes something, wears something, it sells. And these new deals, like leaving Spotify for Lemonada Media, a first look deal, which we don't know what it's worth. The whole idea of if Harry and Meghan can survive without quote unquote trading in on the royal family or talking about the royal family, they're doing it.
So Meredith is saying they never use their, titles anymore.
She's got it all figured out.
I mean,
I love
they
that.
don't talk about the royal family anymore. They never, it's not like Meghan pushing shortbread cookies and tea has nothing to do with the UK.
Titles mean nothing to them.
Nothing.
My new name is Sussex.
And,
that's my new name.
And regardless of what we say and what we think, they're making it. They're making it. So what do we know? I saw this guy, and have you seen this?
No.
If you guys haven't seen this,
I can only imagine.
This guy is great. He flat out says that she sucks. Like they suck. And this guy is a professional marketer. Like he does marketing for a living. So, and he knows what he's talking about.
Meghan Markle is in the headlines once again for really probably having the worst brand execution to date.
Meghan Markle sucks, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion.
Basically, her confectionery and jam line is called As Ever. She did this launch with limited inventory so that it would look like it was sold out, or they just said it was sold out if it wasn't successful. People don't know. And she did this with Netflix. What Netflix is doing now is they actually have a product department. So when they're launching documentaries or movies or shows with certain people, they now have the full marketing arm. She, up until the launch, didn't have one employee. This is so poorly done because there's no passion in it. It was literally sign the dotted line for this add-on at the end of the show that you're going to get, and you're going to basically be guaranteed to sell products to increase revenue for you. The thing that I think is the most interesting is Flamingo Estate is kind of like an if you know, you know. It's kind of like the level up from an Aesop. The reason why that's relevant is she went very far in being an investor in that business. So she was going to do a collab line with Flamingo Estate and just launch a Meghan Markle product, and then decided to not.
That would have made some sense to me if
way
she
more
could pull
sense.
it off.
Then
Had she done a collab with Flamingo Estate,
man.
I would have been jealous. Wow. She just can't just do things and be a partner with someone. She just can't do it. She's her own worst enemy.
she launches American Orchard Riviera, rips off the logo almost identically.
And similar type of name.
And then basically rebrands to As Ever, which both names to me, no meaning, no personality, not connected to anything.
People who consider themselves smart because nobody ever questions them are running this business. But you can just see kind of a confederacy of dunces working on this platform that is maximizing the value from her fame that came from Suits and being a part of the royal family.
It doesn't really make sense for her to be launching shortbread cookie mix, crepe mix, French style, like honey, herbal lemon ginger tea, flower sprinkles, herbal hibiscus, herbal peppermint tea, and raspberry spread. That's it. It takes a lot of work to do a good brand launch. And a lot of people are delusional, including people at the top, for that they can make a lot of money just because they're famous or just because they have followers. And it's not the case. There's no thought in it. The most expensive thing is a $28 jar of honey. Like, what is the scalability? What is the margins? What are you?
No, what's the story?
What's the plan?
What's the end game?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know, Megan. What is the end game?
And I wanted to give everyone an example of what it's like to have a team behind you, because yesterday, as ever, put out this picture of a tray of her shortbread cookies. You guys, if you haven't seen this already, just get ready. So this is what comes out. And let's read what it says. All right, I need my glasses. The As Ever team getting creative in the kitchen with our shortbread cookie mix, flour sprinkles, and delicious fruit spreads. Perfect for tea time or any time. Now, you would think she would still be promoting the wine at this point because the wine is the only thing you can still buy. But she is promoting everything that has been sold out, allegedly. And then she puts it like, I know what she's trying to do. I know with this pan, like, you know, Tuscany style,
Look.
Flamingo Estate. Go on Flamingo Estate Instagram. This is what they make it look like.
It looks like magic wands. Like she's trying to magically make Harry disappear.
Yeah, I mean, it looks awful. The presentation is ripped off, but in a bad way. It looks really, really bad. There's nothing new. There's nothing inventive. Like you would think this is another way you can do it. No, she's still making cookies and putting flour sprinkles on it. There's nothing new that she can put out at this point. And then she puts it on her Instagram stories with the tea. And then it looks like somebody wrote As Ever.
Yeah. In the
cookie. So this is her team. She wants everybody to know that she has a team. Like I said,
She's
all
got 5
know,
teams.
Yeah, like we said, we all know who is doing this, who's arranging this. It's all from Meghan. I just want to give you an example of what like having money looks like and having a team behind you. Kendall Jenner, she did not create that tequila, that 818 tequila, even though there was like footage of her in the fields with the workers looking like she was picking the agave herself. That didn't happen. She got a lot of crap for it too, cultural appropriation. But she's still pushing it because this company wants her to be the face of the tequila. So she makes it look like it's her tequila. So she put up this little thing on how to make tequila jello shots on her Instagram stories. So this is what it looks like to have money, constantly showing people new things you can do with your brand. The end of the summer, I wouldn't buy that tequila.
No.
But she's still hiring people to make it look like there's other ways you can use her tequila. And here it is. That wasn't Kendall Jenner. That wasn't even her hands. So Meghan's team is coming up with this. And when we say team, we mean Meghan. So this is it, guys. This is it.
This is the best she can do.
I also wanted to show you guys Kris Jenner. Ryan Seacrest is coming out with like some sort of Wheel of Fortune game. I don't know, but I wanted to show you.
Wait, is he the new host of Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, he might be. I don't know.
He is.
Oh, God. Okay, well, there you go. So Kris, her assistant, I shouldn't say Kris, got a press box of the new Wheel of Fortune. It's got like candy in there and everything. So Kris is, of course, got to put it up on Instagram because this is a paid thing. They paid her probably close to $100,000 to do this. And she puts it up. And look how much better that is than the As Ever.
Yeah.
Than what she put up.
It definitely catches my eye.
It catches my eye a lot more. That is what branding and a paid partnership actually looks like. She's tagging everybody in
that is what good grifting looks like.
Yes. And she even tags the candy company
in there.
So there you go, guys. That's what $100,000 will get you.
Speaking about Kris Jenner, people puts out this article. Says Kris Jenner thanks Meghan Markle for gifting her as ever rose after Meghan Markle showered Khloe Kardashian with treats. Why would they leave their comments open?
That was so stupid. See, this was Stephanie's job the last 2 days. I told her, you be in charge of the comments.
I had to
I haven't
filter
even
through.
looked.
There were so many bad words, and my mom and dad watch this show, so I had to be careful. And we also can't say certain things about Chrissy Teigen. PDF file.
Let's get right to them. Chris and Meghan, two big grifters using each other, both deluded. They're the sharper con, but Chris gets the last laugh, playing Meghan like a cheap fiddle. Meanwhile, Meghan's half-baked scams continuing crash and burn, leaving her a broke, desperate wannabe. I love Miss Panda. Guys, go give Miss Panda a follow if you are not. Actually, give all these people because I'm friends with all of them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Khloe used the N-word. Would think Meghan wouldn't want to be involved with someone who says that. It's odd she married someone who has made R comments, sent gifts to someone who uses the N-word, yet never provided any proof of R in the royal family. Yes, Kate's power suit doesn't look too good for Meghan. How much did Meghan pay to have the K's merch her crap? They never do anything for free. Like I said, her baseline is about like 100 to 120,000 for Instagram stories that disappear after 24 hours. This check cleared. I'm guessing this cost Markle a pretty penny, but when you are floundering and someone having to pay the piper, unfortunately, the only people buy this garbage are the disciples, and they only have so much credit to pay with. That's why it comes in cycles.
It does come in cycles.
Yeah.
We've seen it throughout the ages with the Kardashians.
Ooh, look at their faces. Kay Jenner thanks nobody unless she gets paid. That is true. They spelled grifting wrong. Yes. Desperate times, nasty people. Nasty people is a squatty. Make sure you block, but make sure when you go to Dream Team, you go in there and you block the followers too. You have to do that as well because we don't see who likes things anymore.
Oh, this is a squatty?
That's a squatty, the nasty people. I know because I had to go in there and block them. I will put money on her taking one sip and throwing it out. And it takes a lot for Kris Jenner to stay away from wine.
Oh, God, she never spits.
Meghan's basically the Kardashian fairy godmother now. She wishes. You guys don't understand.
This was the consensus in this People magazine comment section is that Meghan wants so badly to be a Kardashian. And that's why this story leaked.
We were joking.
Oh, we were
when they first moved to California. You guys can like go back to those tapes. We were literally joking, saying, wouldn't it be funny if the only people they could like get to was the Kardashians and the Kardashians even like turned their back on them?
Goof.
We were joking. I got to find those tapes. I got to find those old episodes. I love that you still say
tapes. Like VHS tapes.
But you guys, I had no idea it would come true. Like, you don't understand how bad this looks. The Kardashians?
He is the prince of the realm.
Why didn't they invite them to the wedding if she loves them so much? A 23 version she claimed was sold out.
Yes. Nancy said that the other day.
Chris felt obligated to thank old Megsy, didn't even tag old Megsy. So apparently Megsy showed up at Chris' house. She was rejected by the entrance of security. I wanted to bring that up about why Khloe's basket was in the same vicinity as Chris's basket. Khloe and Chris each built houses on the same property and they live. It's like a compound. And I'm not saying anything against that because it's kind of like how Stephanie and I live. It is. We gotta say
it's more like Waco.
Yes, Waco. Yes, but they don't have any fences between them, so they come and go. Rob Kardashian lives with Khloe and his daughter Dream, even though he tries to say he doesn't. He does. So it's kind of like the same office, and so when they get something, both assistants will take it from. So that's why it was from the same kitchen. But I still think there's something fishy because Khloe did not tag Meghan.
Well,
I still think it was re-gifted.
The comments are perfect. It's desperate times.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get on to, oh man, Netflix. Why'd you do it? So Netflix left their comments open.
Well, first we need to get at how many people are against. We really want to thank everyone who is tracking this Patashay homage, Meghan Markle's parody. I can't even like begin to thank everybody who's tagging us and telling us like the dislikes and the likes so far. This pretty much says it all. You've got, and this isn't even today. This was yesterday. I don't know what today is. I can only imagine it's worse. But imagine being Netflix and seeing these numbers. I mean, Steph, it's not even half and half. It's not even half and half. It's 2,000, almost 2,000 likes and 14,000 dislikes. Do you know? Like, I'm not a mathematician,
Kardashian
but I
curse.
know that's not like a good thing.
No.
That's not a good thing. That is so bad, you guys. And 4,959 comments.
No, I had to comb through them, man. There
None
was
of
a
them
lot.
good.
There's nothing good in these comments.
Meghan Markle is an unlikable creep, fake, nasty, narcissistic, loser. Why are you allowing her awful, fake, boring show on your network? And Chrissy Teigen, have you not seen her horrific posts? Are you Ted Sarandos condoning these people? Is Netflix time to boycott?
Boycott Netflix. Boycott.
God, that's going to be a tough one. F.O. Netflix. The first season was crap, and the part 2 looks just as S. Thank God I don't have a subscription. Cannot wait to watch YouTube creators drag this awful woman through the sewer, which she lives in. Now,
We'll do it for you, people.
I actually woke up this morning with a thought.
Oh,
And it was a scary one. Do you remember the first time we watched it? We watched it like back to back because we ended up doing Dan that morning.
yeah.
My
Dan.
fear is this is going to be more boring. Like, remember, do you remember turning to me? Like, we watched it upstairs in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And at one point, Stephanie turned to me and she goes, I can't even hate watch this. This is
It was
really boring.
Really bad.
I am terrified this is going to be a snooze fest. Oh, hell no. You
Mm.
can't pay me to watch that crap. What you should be showing is Pamela Anderson or Martha Stewart. I will never watch a thing that D-list actor loser husband do. Thumbs down, Netflix.
Everybody keep doing the thumbs down on Netflix.
Oh, geez, give it up. The topic and guests are beyond grim. Shame on you, Netflix. Manic Meg got a new voice. Cringe. Those teeth. Mr. Ed wants them back, you guys. How could she get so many chances because she married that dim title man-child and still F up? I think she still gets a lot of chances because, unfortunately, the Kardashian shock has worn off. Nobody's shocked by them anymore. Like,
Yeah.
remember when Kim used to put on a new wig and tell everyone she cut her hair?
Yeah.
Like, people would freak out. Kim cut her hair.
Oh, geez.
Kylie's got bangs. Like, that doesn't stick anymore.
Chloe's not pregnant.
Yeah, I think people like shock.
Mhm.
And I think Meghan and Harry still have that shock value. It'll eventually
It'll
wear off.
fade out.
Yeah,
It will.
but I think people still crave it. I want to resubscribe, but these decisions, such as keeping Meghan around, stops me. I guess you guys are making such a huge profit that you don't need my money. Well, you know, Miss Nikki, they're gonna need it eventually.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The consensus is take these people off.
Yes.
We don't want them anymore.
These are the best moments. Exactly. You put a
Thank you.
trailer together, okay? And you put the best parts of it.
Yes.
The first one looked like you could possibly hate watch it and it might be interesting. This one really did bore me. I was looking for things to find
Yeah.
interesting when we did our synopsis of it. I'm getting nervous, guys, that this is going to be super boring. Has she even bothered to ask how he is after a heart attack? Oh, of course not. Or his stroke in 2022? No, only sees one family member from both sides. Inauthentic, scripted, rehearsed. No thanks.
Thank you.
Can't say that part, but yes.
A lot of these posts were put up. Okay, guys.
About Chrissy.
About Chrissy Teigen and her past with bullying
Yeah.
a child and saying things inappropriate about a child.
Just
Horrible things.
Horrible.
I couldn't keep them in because I don't want to upset anyone.
This is such a blatant attempt to copy Pamela Anderson's cooking show. Pamela's Cooking with Love. Shame on you, grifters.
Yep.
Netflix airing more of this garbage, this time with grifter Meg sharing her love with a woman who is a yes, and a bully. My advice, dump Netflix as they clearly support degenerates. There are much better alternatives. I'm telling you,
YouTube
they're going to get a
TV.
lot of crap.
Subscribe to YouTube
Yeah.
TV. That's
Now-
the best streaming service right now out there.
Now, guys, we don't have to tell you. The comments under the Netflix on YouTube, the comments under Netflix on X, they're brutal. They're really brutal. And go and look at them yourselves. Like I said, did you see how many comments? There were close to 5,000. We can't sit here and read them all. None of them are good.
But they're all bad for her.
But like Stephanie said, they keep bringing up Chrissy Teigen. Pause to read if you want to remember all the things she has said. The Christmas thing, I forgot about that. Oh my God.
And this is the best Netflix can do.
Yes, with Meghan.
Yes.
Pause to read if you want. I know there are a lot of channels out there that did this yesterday that already put these up and talked about it. They're hilarious. I love reading them. Yes, great emoji.
There's flower sprinkles in that emoji.
Pause to read. Oh, they bring up Daniel. Daniel is there again. He can again contribute with conversation highlights like, that's awesome. Ooh, delicious. Yes.
This all looks fake.
This all looks fake.
This all looks fake.
Pause to read. Pause to read. Oh God, there's a lot of even
too
Diddy.
much.
Even Diddy.
They go into so many inappropriate things that I couldn't.
Oh my gosh. But like we said, you guys, if the Sussex Squad was this huge global fan base, the numbers don't lie. They keep saying we're derangers. We're like a little, subset on YouTube that like to make money off Meghan and Harry.
Speck.
We just love sitting here and talking about it. This is the best part of my day. I mean, come on. You think I like this? I just want the royal family to be happy and be avenged at some point. But what I would like to do on the show tomorrow is I really plan on going after Jay Shetty because you guys have Chrissy covered. Okay, we've got her covered. Everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows. I think a lot of people got the information out there and we're good. But Jay Shetty, he needs to be exposed as well.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is happening is there are people that have like really high career points, and Jay has had that, but now Jay is unfortunately on the decline. And the reason he's on the decline is because he's hanging out with the Kardashians. And the same with Chrissy is she's on the decline. Now, if you had Chrissy Teigen and Jay Shetty 10 years ago, and Meghan would have been able to book them on her show, yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Yeah,
It's cool.
But now
John
Jay
Legend.
is on like a huge decline. Yesterday, I told everyone to go over to Sloan and watch this great video that he does on Jay Shetty. Number one thing I noticed about Jay Shetty, and we'll get more into it tomorrow, is he basically lied about studying to be a monk for 3 years. He was like, he told everyone
He's
he
a
went
grifter.
to India, and they
Yeah.
were like, that's not true. You were in London hanging out in sweatpants. Like that didn't happen. A lot of like getting his past wrong, a lot like Meghan. A lot like Meghan. But
Does he speak French too?
yeah, he speaks perfect French. Number one thing that I really want to get into is Jay Shetty has his own certification school. Okay. Like, and
How much is that?
he told everybody that if you pay this money and you get this certification as an accredited life coach, you can provide a level 7 diploma, which is the equivalent of a master's degree in the United Kingdom. A bunch of schools in the United Kingdom had to come out and say, that is not true. People, do not come to us if you want to be a psychologist or this or
Life
whatever.
coach.
And tell us that you spent this much money taking a course with Jay Shetty. We will not accept it in this school. He also has an MLM. We all know that, multi-level marketing association pyramid scheme with the coaches. And it's like $7,400 in tuition.
That is
Meghan
insane.
Markle is having him as a guest on her show. She's got Chrissy Teigen and Jay Shetty. So I want to get the word out. So we got to make a separate show for Jay because I really want to get the word out, you guys, and sprinkle it everywhere before this airs that Jay Shetty is not the git that Meghan thinks it is, or the Sussex Squad, because they are just completely out of their minds.
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
It's
we
hilarious.
covered enough of Jamie Kern-Lima, so we
Oh, that
we
too.
got to we got to pay it forward now to
Yeah.
him.
He's not getting by our radar
No.
at all. Because a lot of people didn't know who he was.
Oh, he's a grifter.
Yeah.
He's a con
life
artist.
coach. My course. It's accredited. Today's animal rescue is Diamonds in the Ruff Rescue. Their mission is to be the voice for the voiceless. They're a foster-based dog rescue. They rescue abandoned, abused, injured, and dogs with medical needs. Right up our alley, guys. We love the foster-based rescue. They're the ones that are pulling the animals out of high-kill shelters, getting them medical attention, doing all the work to save these lives, and we just love them for it. So we're going to put their link in the description box below. Please share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. We will also be doing Dan Wooten's show tomorrow. We're so excited. Love Dan. Love Dan.
Oh, we love
Dan.
him.
Okay. All right. Well,
I still can't believe he knows who we are.
I just don't even get it. I
can't get
love him
over it.
so much.
Oh my God.
Okay. Love you guys. Mwah.